Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television, is proud to present live from Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Nevada Union Minor Football. Tonight, we bring the curtain down on the 2010 season as your Nevada Union Miners take on the Rocklin Thunder. It's a senior night celebration at Hooper Stadium, and all the football action starts right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. There's a storm coming into the foothills tonight, and the Nevada Union Miners play in front of the home crowd one final time this season as they attempt to stop the sound of the thunder from Rocklin High School on senior night here in Nevada County. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. Jim Adams, the voice of Nevada Union football, alongside me, my color commentator Paul Brown, producer, director, Inside Commander 2, of course, Gil Dominguez, and the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team in place for tonight's broadcast, honoring the senior class of 2010 for the Nevada Union Miners.
You're so right there, Jim. And there will be no postseason this year for the Miners, but tradition of minor football will go on. Tonight we'll recognize and honor the senior class, and especially Coach Dave Humphers, as he ends his 20th year at the helm here of Nevada Union. You know, Jim, nice article today, very fitting in the Union that you wrote, and I know you think Dave is a pretty special guy.
Well, you know, Paul, you can measure a man like Dave Humphers in the win and the loss column, and sure, Nevada Union football has flourished over the years, and I know that it's tough for Coach Humphers to know that tonight is the last game of the season. Paul, that has not happened for a long time, but as he celebrates his 20th season as head coach, 27th season in coaching, Dave on the sidelines has had true measure with his family, his friends, and the lives that he has touched throughout his tenure here at Nevada Union.
You got to know, and you got to love him. Everybody here in the stands does, and we recognize occasionally you're going to have a season like this, but it's a building season, and we're looking forward to next year already. So with that said, let's talk about the Rocklin Thunder, Jim.
Well, and you know, we've got a good one here tonight.
Oh, you bet.
And we hope you can sit back and enjoy it with us. And remember, this game, like all our sports telecasts, can be seen each week at NevadaCountyTV.org and all across our Foothill network of stations, Comcast Channel 11, Sunlink Channel 16, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn on Saturday and Sunday, 2 times showing, 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. So, as the teams continue to warm up, we'll remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether it's sports injuries or rehabilitation, Sievert Physical Therapy accepts most insurance plans and is located near the fairgrounds. John Sievert is proud to donate his time as a physical trainer for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown proud IGA market.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And of course by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And be sure to tune in every single week on NCTV, Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. And of course around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. Just click on live streaming or on demand. We're Touchdown Productions, making memories since 1997. Guys, back up to you.
And there is a shot of some of the seniors as we begin the procession here on senior night. And they're going to be showing a good number of the seniors, trying to get through this a little. For Nevada Union, a very strong tradition, not only of football, but also of celebrating their seniors and the many years that they have contributed to this program. And a lot of the seniors are players who I've gotten to know pretty well over the years. A good crew this year. Certainly, Paul, laced with some disappointment, Nevada Union, for the first time I can remember, will end the season with the regular season rather than going on to the playoffs. And, you know, Paul, I can't help but think that a lot of the games that Nevada Union lost this season are games that we've really seen them prevail in previous years.
That's so true, Jim. And, you know, and so many games you can look at analytically and say, you know, a fumble here, a penalty there. So many games were so close. Jim, last week, of course, I went home after the game and talked to my wife who was waiting for me. And at 11 o'clock at night, I said, and you scored 49 points, honey. And she says, great, they scored a win. I said, no, they lost by 3. How do you lose scoring 49 points, for crying out loud? But the NU team's got to take that and embrace it. They've got a terrific offense. I heard Dave Humphers say that to all of his offensive players pre-game. What a great offense. Good offensive linemen. Many of them coming back next year. Excellent quarterback who's developed this year. Again, a junior coming back next year. There's a lot of bright things to look forward to, and certainly a lot of bright things that went on this year.
Well, and you know, you take a look at it. Last week, 3 special teams touchdowns were scored against the Miners. Usually special teams, 2 kickoff returns and 1 punt. Usually special teams is a byproduct of Miner magic, but it certainly didn't work out last year, and there certainly have been some challenges this season at that end. Hanging on to the ball, of course, has been a problem. Sure. Penalties have been a problem. So, you know, last season, Paul, we called the team the perfect storm, and this season, perfect storm in kind of the opposite direction. And we've got, let's see if we can hear Dave Humphers there as he greets some of the seniors.
Hey.
Sam, the big tuna Hartunian.
Come on, you can do this.
Hey,
thank you.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Isaac Cuellar
with us.
Yes, yes.
Tremendous young man.
He is.
Thank you.
Isaac's grandparents.
Yes, of course. Hi, Grandma. Hey, you guys.
How you doing?
And Pat Winager, Bodie Winager.
You're already graduated.
Bodie's mom.
My gosh.
Back in the game tonight.
How you feeling? How is it?
He's ready.
Ready to play?
Second down, whenever you're ready to be through.
I got you.
Dave spending a moment with each of the graduating seniors.
Fine with me.
We're going to put him in a donkey suit. Is that all right?
Yeah.
You sure? Are you sure?
I'm not going to be looking.
Huh?
I'm not going to be looking. I'll just
And
Thank you.
Give him a hug.
Tremendous
comes
young
the-
man you've got.
here comes the Flores boys. Nick Flores and Chris Flores,
Hey.
sons of Coach Ernie
Wow.
Flores.
You believe you're graduating already? All right. I've made it all the way through. Thank you. Hey. Golly, what happened to little Steven?
And so the Flores family, not only Nick and Chris, but also Ernie Flores, what a
Believe
great
this?
guy he is.
I met you. Nice to meet you again. Thanks for sharing them with us.
And that looks like Blake Smith, it is. And there is his dad,
that's
Curtis
an idea.
Smith, also a coach on the team. Curtis, the IT director for the school district, just an absolutely great guy. Very good to work with, and does a great job in coaching for Nevada Union.
Thank you for sharing them with us.
Thank you for coaching him.
And there's Taylor King.
Wow.
Has
Already
seen some
seniors.
good time this season. And Cody Winthal,
Gonna
number
see- I'll tell you
57.
next year it'll really sing fast. Where did that go? Done a super job, Cody. I tell you, you know how important school is to him? He is a hard worker in the classroom, in the weight room. He's very conscientious.
You got to remember too, Jim, that these seniors, this is their last game. Many of them.
Hi.
There will
Dave.
be a few, perhaps, that might play in junior college
you
or
played.
and
Made you
above
move
that.
and came
But
back and you were true to
I
your
remember
word.
being very emotional for me, putting on the
All the way.
uniform for the very last time and shaking the hand of my coach.
Thanks, you guys.
And especially for this team, this really is an emotional moment because in very few of the senior classes have they taken the field knowing that that's the last time they'll don the jersey. Tonight, a total anomaly here in the first season of playing in the SFL.
It's a big decision. Then the rest of the night just
And what a class act. Coach Humphers shaking the hand,
Harris
hugging each of the
Volheim,
parents.
number 62, and big Mike Champagne, number 63. Mike has had a sensational season this year. Great contributor. And right behind him is
graduating too.
Cody
What's his
Long.
world coming to?
Cody has had an outstanding season, outstanding young man. I had the chance to travel with him last year to Mexico on a missions trip, and just a great guy.
All right, have fun tonight. Let's go get him. Yeah.
Good season, Coach.
Good year. I'm real proud of you. I am real proud of you. Came back to play, never missed. Quite a leader. Yeah, done a great job.
This is the real mama.
Nicasio Vima,
I'm Dave.
I'm just the second mama.
We're really glad to have
and he has been a real inspiration on the team this year.
Hey.
They talk about how hard he
Wow.
works,
Good. How are you?
and I
Can't believe you're
believe
already
that
gone,
is
too.
Nick LeDuc.
You should have another year.
It's too fast.
Nick suffered a season-ending injury.
Elbow's
Prior
good.
to that, had just been a pillar on the line for Nevada Union.
How are you? Good. Good.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, that's right. We'll see you. Hey, Phil. How are you? Thanks for sharing him with us. Quite a guy. That was,
Don
a big
Casares,
injury when we lost him.
also injured and out for the
Every
season.
day he's there supporting his team.
Miners have been hit with more injuries this year than you normally
It's a
see.
hard night for the parents, and it is for the guys. They start getting a little emotional, but I got one next year. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I feel like birds going out of the nest now, you know? All right. Thanks, you guys.
Coach Humphers, it's a pleasure shaking your hand. I'm Bob Whiting. I'm setting in for
Another
the
big look there at Mike
Okay.
Champagne.
Good.
go
Thank you.
with Danielle. They're stuck in traffic and a few other problems.
Oh, we heard, yeah.
Oh, did you hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're with them. I was going to offer to be his
You know, one thing, Jim, that might take the sting of this season out just a slight bit is that all these seniors are wearing their sectional championship rings. Certainly not right at this moment, but they do have one. They all played as juniors, at least all of them that I can think of. And, last year's season was special. It was special. It went all the way to the final dance and winning the final dance, so they will take that with them.
And here is a foreign exchange student who's, don't worry, Connor Keith is not graduating. He is in his junior year, but Connor is out for tonight. ACL tear, surgery scheduled for the weeks ahead. There's Coach Alicia and, of course, John Keith. John, one of the coaches for Nevada Union, and an exchange student who played football, coming, I believe, from Brazil. Of course, in a country where football we call soccer.
Get home just now from...
And so for Nevada Union, the senior celebration, Rocklin has not taken the field yet.
Big night tonight.
Will probably be a little bit delayed in the start time.
You're one of the twins. Okay. All right. Sam's my buddy. Sam comes to see me every day. Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing with us. All right.
And there's Lawrence Reese, number 83.
Oh my gosh.
Kicking specialist.
You graduating too?
So Dave has a chance to talk to the seniors. Those are the seniors of Nevada Union for this season. Takes a little bit of time with each of them. They came through the line and spending a little bit more time. Proud tradition here at Nevada Union. Senior players are usually, when they pass through here, it's, hey, we've got a few games left, and not in this case this year. There's Josh Cena, number 24, the big tuna. Bodie Winager right there, and Isaac Cuellar. So we're going to come back and we'll preview this contest in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor Football. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Living in Nevada County means living with trees. Hi, my name is John Paye. Our family has had property on Banner Mountain for the last 60 years. For the last 15 years, our property has been taken care of by Amancio Gutierrez. I highly recommend Amancio. If you have trees that need climbing, if you have brush that needs clearing, if you have a fire danger, 305-0012. Thank you.
It's Roadhouse food from around the world at the old 5 Mile House on Highway 20, your 5-minute getaway. Fall is here, so it's time to enjoy the comfort inside the 5 Mile House with Oktoberfest. The taste of Germany includes Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, and Bratwurst, along with special events all month long. Get something for everyone at the old 5 Mile House, your 5-minute getaway.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we can repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Hi, I'm Larry Ingersoll, Chief Title Officer and Manager of Placer Title in Grass Valley. Welcome to Placer Title's new office at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley. Placer Title's been in Nevada County since 1995 and has supported all the local athletics and especially minor football. So remember to look for Placer Title at our new home on Lytton Hill near Sierra College at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, From printering to pencils, you can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
And by Michael Bratton. Let's not forget Michael Bratton and the Bratton family invite you to join them as they honor the memory of their son Michael II at the 5th annual Turkey Trot and 5 Mile K Run. That's Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, November 25th at Hooper Stadium. Last year, a record number of runners and spectators showed up for this event, raising money for the MEB2 Foundation, sponsoring a New Day local youth activities and suicide depression awareness. This is one community event that you really don't want to miss. It's the 5th annual Michael Bratton 2 Turkey Trot 5 and 10K Run, Thanksgiving morning. Thursday, November 25th at Hooper Stadium. We'll see you there.
And a very worthwhile event. In fact,
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cabros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, Bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hi, I'm Dawn Whitmore, branch manager at Adecco Grass Valley. Adecco is a full-service human resources provider.
I'm Autumn Payne, your staffing consultant here at Adecco. If you're an employer, we have the perfect workers for you.
I'm Lisa Harkey, senior staffing consultant here at Adecco. We know the economy is still tight, but we're here to help you find employment.
We look forward to serving you.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
And, of course, let's not forget our good friends at All Phase Solar Heating and Air Conditioning. All Phase has been serving Nevada County and Placer customers since 1995 and now is a certified Bryant dealer. All Phase meets the highest performance standards in this business. They are fully qualified to help you select the comfort system that best fits your home and budget. Wouldn't it be great if you could come home to a warm home tonight? Their trained technicians are there to help you service your home and make all the suggestions you'll need. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's All Phase Solar Heating and Air Conditioning.
And so we have, and by Touchdown Productions. Touchdown Productions is celebrating our 14th season of local sports television. Jim Adams, along with Paul Brown, saying, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to follow Touchdown Productions on Facebook. That's right. You can now become a fan of Touchdown Productions on Facebook and weigh in on all the sports we cover in the foothills. It's all waiting for you at Touchdown Productions on Facebook. Log on, tune in, and become a fan of Touchdown Productions today. Interesting scenario developing here. You just saw the Rocklin Thunder team. They are about ready to enter the field with the clock showing less than 6 minutes before the beginning of tonight's game, so we'll have to see how this plays out. A very large Rocklin squad, and let's break it down here for a moment for you. Prior to the commencement of the game, Nevada Union comes in without a lot of hope. A very tough luck season for the Miners. They go 4-1 in the first 5 games and then 0-4 in the next 4 games, and the 0-4 are the ones that really counted. And you know, finding a way to lose by a few points every week, it just wasn't their year. And just as last year we were able to enjoy the sectional championship, just too many oddities this season for the Miners to be able to make it over the hump and play in the playoffs. So they play out the string tonight, but it was a very serious Dave Humphers in the locker room tonight. He said this team has no give up, and he, as he addressed the team prior to the game, he talked about how important it was, how they need to play a great game tonight. He talked about how Nevada Union needs to be a desperate team. And I watched for the Miners tonight, Paul, to throw everything they have in their bag of tricks at this Rocklin team.
And you know, Jim, teams that are at this place in the season, last game, certainly no playoffs we've discussed, it's easy to lose your focus. It's easy for a senior to forget what he's here for. But I saw none of that in the locker room. That's partly because it's a Dave Humphers team, very disciplined and very focused and very committed all year long. But tonight I think they'll give them a good show and a very, very good game here against this Rocklin Thunder team.
Dave talked about don't try to do too much. Keep it simple. Take care of the ball. And, you know, he talked passionately to the team saying, I can't do anything about it. It's not time to be sentimental. You have the opportunity to make a statement tonight. And a statement they're going to have to make because, Paul, this Rocklin Thunder team is a very good quality squad.
They are a terrific squad. Let's talk about that real quick here, Jim. The Rocklin Thunder football team has 2 primary players, and of course it's an entire team of players, but there's 2 outstanding athletes. One is we're looking at Brian McDonald. Brian McDonald is one of those rare 1,100-yard running backs that we see only from time to time. We'll see him at number 21 tonight. He has had 199 carries year-to-date with 1,131 yards. He will be a treat to watch coming out of the backfield. And, of course, we'll have the quarterback, a very, very gifted one. That's Jimmy Lecrae. Jimmy Lecrae on the other side as a quarterback. Again, 60% completions, thrown the ball 245 times, Jim. This guy's the real deal quarterback. 2,166 yards for the season. They will be something to watch tonight as this game progresses.
Well, and the interesting thing about Jimmy Lecrae is that he's very unpredictable. He can scramble with the ball well. He throws it well short. He throws it well long. They have several plays where it's very deceptive what he's going to do with the ball. So the Miners are going to have their hands full tonight. And they're going to have to play it pretty tough in order to negate Lecrae if that's something that they're capable of doing, Paul.
That's absolutely true, Jim. You know, we can look at the stats for both teams, and we're looking at the comparisons. All these stats, by the way, you can find on maxpreps.com, which gives the statistics that are available. And both teams actually rushing yards and passing yards. Passing, there's a huge difference in passing yards, obviously, with the Thunder. But rushing yards, if it was held to the ground, and you would have an advantage.
Well, and this team defensively, you know, the Miners initially thought that this would be a good team to pass against, but their vaunted running game, which last week more than 600 yards in a 52-49 loss. You know, they're going to run at them. One of their big weapons, Connor Keith, who's been so steady all season, torn ACL last week, as we mentioned in the pregame. He will not be playing tonight. We will not see any action. In fact, he will undergo surgery in the coming week. So a bad injury year for Nevada Union. Hank Humphers lost early in the season. Sam Hartunian misses the first several games of the season. And here we are at the end, no Connor Keith. in the last game. So Nevada Union, this is going to be a tough task, though, for the Miners tonight.
I couldn't agree with you more, Jim. And of course, the Thunder is still in it. They're not guaranteed now. We're trying to get some stats on that, but I don't think they're guaranteed to be in the playoffs. But they basically need to win this football game, and so they will be motivated tonight. We'll see them coming out full guns a blazing to try to put this away tonight and ruin the last game of the NU season.
Let's talk a little bit about last week's game, give you a little update on what happened at the sidelines at the end of the game where Dave Humphers was given a game misconduct, was thrown out of the game. On that particular play, I've had a chance to view it this week in slow motion. An official was blocked out of the play, and he came over onto the player's sidelines. He made contact with Dave Humphers. Dave was where he needed to be, where he was supposed to be. He was not outside the player's box, they call it, but nonetheless, the official, the line judge, went clear down to the 20-yard line, and it was at that point that he decided, after he had made contact with Dave 40 yards earlier, that he would throw a flag, and he threw a flag that caused an expulsion. It meant also an additional week suspension for Dave Humphers, and the problem with the situation is that once the CIF had a chance to view it, they apologized to Dave, they lifted the suspension, and Dave Humphers is on the sidelines this week for the final Nevada Union football game. So last week had a lot of oddities, Paul. That was surely one of them.
Yeah, and the score, like we talked about, Jim, that was an oddity in itself. We saw a track meet last week like I've never seen in high school football, going up and down the field. We saw full runs back on kickoffs. We saw punt returns. We saw returns. We saw a 97-yard play from scrimmage that didn't score, if you recall. So I understand now we're going down the field now for the coin toss. I think they're mic'd up down there.
So let's tune in. And sounds like maybe our...
Sorry. Feel a little uncomfortable out here. Should have worn black and white.
Number 62, Harris Wolheim. Number 65, Cody Long.
Middle, he'll be your
And so they're going to toss the coin here. There is the coin toss.
You are responsible for their behavior. Please take care of it so that we don't have to. Any questions?
No, sir.
Remember, you're still in class. You can't say to do it in class. You can't say to do it out here. Any questions about that? No, all right, fellas, here we go. That's a head. That's a tail. Tail? Head. I will flip it. If I drop it, I'll do it again. What do you want? Call it loud enough that Miss Marino can hear you.
Tails.
He calls tails. It's a tail. You've won the toss. You want the ball right now. Which goal would you like to defend? You want to kick that way. You're defending the scoreboard. Put your butts right down there, blue. Right here. Stand like this right here. Okay, white has won the toss.
So Rocklin has won the
toss. Guys, shake hands. Come out ready to play football.
And they will receive. Nevada Union will kick off.
We're done.
Okay. And that's the way the Miners have liked it throughout many seasons, and so we'll see how it pans out here tonight. We're just about ready to commence the last of the SFL games for Nevada Union in their first journey into the SFL, and it has been kind of a school of hard knocks. That's the bad news. The good news is Paul, they've lost by very, very few points in all of the games.
That's so true. They have been in every game, and they have lost the game against Roseville. They lost that by 1 point, 28-27. And then Granite Bay, what a loss they must have taken there, 41-42. So this team, this Rocklin Thunder team, scores a lot of points. We already discussed they have an excellent quarterback and running back, but they are an explosive ball team both in the air and on the ground, and very balanced on defense. So we will see tonight this team come out and try to, like I said, spoil the last game of the NU season. As we see the break here, their NU is now breaking from underneath their goal line and heading to the bench. And we will see the national anthem here shortcoming.
Well, and let's face it, Nevada Union is going to have their hands full defensively tonight because Lockery will do two things. He will run well, he will scramble well, he will throw well. So they're going to have their hands full. The Miners are definitely up to the task. They are very capable here. Dave Humphers safeguarded the team being extremely focused and ready to go. And so hopefully they will be tonight. Good opportunity for Nevada Union in this last game. And the Thunder visits here. And we are going to have our national anthem delivered by the Nevada Union Choir.
Please welcome your 2010-2011 Nevada Union Miners Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem by the Nevada Union Choir. And the Miners appear ready to go tonight. They will be kicking off to this Rocklin Thunder team. The weather conditions are just about ideal. About 65 degrees here at game time. Paul, the weather has held out for us all season long.
Yeah, we haven't had any of those cold nights, have we, Jim?
Not only that, really no rain. It has been just a beautiful football season weather-wise, and I guess we'll be able to say that it will end on that note. Normally, we go into the postseason, and you can never tell what you're going to get as we move from November to December, but this season it ends right here tonight. The curtain will come down on Nevada Union's campaign. It was a little bit of a melancholy Dave Humphers as he and I spoke just before I came up to the broadcast booth, and he said, I'm just not used to this, and he isn't, but here we go. They have a chance to make a statement in this last game against the Rocklin Thunder. Lawrence Reese to kick off for the Miners. Struck high and deep and into the end zone for a touchback. So a good start for Nevada Union. Nick Williams was back there to receive. And so Jimmy Lockery and his Rocklin Thunder take up shop on the 20-yard line. First drive of the night. Paul mentioned, watch for Brian McDonald, number 21. He is a heavy-duty back. And Jimmy will start it with no back in the backfield in the shotgun formation. And now finally here comes somebody near side. So 5 different potential receivers on this first play of the game. They're going to go for the pass. And here it is, a screen over in the flat, breaks through for some good yardage. And the reception was by Nick Williams, number 23. And a no-huddle offense, second down and short, only 2 yards.
Unusual to see a no-huddle offense. They obviously think that their play caller, Lockery, can make the calls at the line.
And here's a pitch coming near side. Miners do a good job of stopping Brian McDonald. However, he picks up a first down.
You can see the footwork of McDonald there right off the bat. He very deceptive runner, powerful runner with great speed.
Boy, and you see this Thunder going after it right now on this first drive. McDonald in the backfield. Lockery has called every play from the shotgun, and it'll be a 1st down and 10. And there's the handoff up the middle. Not much there. In fact, a good tackle by Nevada Union.
Very interesting. They're spreading out their offense. They've got wide receivers left and right and a slot man, and they're going to try and run from this. You can run very effectively. Those linebackers have to come out, Jim, and cover those flats. So it leaves, generally it'll leave a middle linebacker, Vallejo, to cover inside.
1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. And again in that shotgun with 5 choices at wide receiver. Throw short over here. There's the reception. Nice gain. 1st down, taken down just beyond midfield in Nevada Union territory.
Nick Williams again gained that ball. I thought very close to putting his knee down, Jim, when he received that ball out there. Here in high school football, you put that knee down and you are dead, but apparently he did not.
Well, apparently he did, because that's going to be 2nd down. Well, it still shows 2nd down and 9.
Here's the previous play here. That's the running play. We saw them hit up the middle. You're right, Jim. They have not moved that marker, and the ball has not advanced very much. He must have thought that knee was down.
Well, but they're still showing 2nd down over there.
Now they're showing it 3rd.
Okay, now 3rd down. So he did go down to a knee to catch that, so now that negates it. 3rd down. Now throws over the middle, has his receiver, and it is complete. Breaks 1 tackle, and then is finally taken down on the play. The reception by C.J. Toretta.
C.J. Toretta coming across the middle, finding the seam, and a very accurate pass, a little bit high, but certainly catchable. And C.J. managed to pull it in.
Well, and there you see the strong aspects of Jimmy Lockery. He had all those receivers, and he has a way of being able to find one. So another 1st down. McDonald in the backfield. In Miners territory at Nevada Union's 49. And now a deep pass over the middle, and wide open again was C.J. Toretta.
And Toretta, you're right, Jim, so wide open. It would have been interesting had he caught the ball. I think he may have scored.
And he overthrew him. Otherwise, that might have been 6.
It might have been 6.
Lockery with a good completion percentage on the season for the Thunder. Very efficient quarterback. Played in the California Bowl last season. Did not play, was out that game, and still Rocklin had a really good game. So here comes McDonald, hard hit by Nevada Union, and McDonald maybe picks up 2 yards, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Thunder are going to have to rely on the arm, I think, of Lockery. They're not getting any place on the ground. 3rd down. Big play here for NU.
Well, and they've had a very difficult time thus far stopping the pass. The only way that it was stopped was on an overthrow. So here we go, 3rd down and 7. Miners need to orchestrate a good rush.
Here comes the blitz.
And down he goes! Gabe Humphers comes in. The blitz works, and Lockery is hit for a big loss.
And if you're going to get hit by Gabe Humphers, you're going to know it. He was right there before he could even react. Humphers coming from his left side, sneaking up to the line, and quickly getting in on the quarterback, forcing a punt by the Thunder.
And they're not going to punt. They are going to play this.
Look at that.
So it's going to be 4th down. They have so much confidence in their passing game.
And they haven't figured it out yet. The punters, maybe Lockery is the punter. Let's see. No, he's going to throw the football.
No,
he is
going
to
punt it. Calls for a fair catch and makes the catch. Fortunately, Gabe Humphers did not start running. But, that's what it's going to take tonight.
Lockery being the punter, he fooled us up here, Jim, because we haven't seen the Thunder before. But it also gives them the option out of that formation. It didn't look a whole lot different than a standard quarterback position like he would take, and he had a wide receiver out, so perhaps they pass out of that as well.
So here come the Miners. 1st down. Handoff, and nothing on the play.
Let's watch the blitz. Let's watch Gabe Humphers. We're going to see him next year. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Coming right through, barely touched. And look at him put the hurt on Lecrae. Before he can get the ball even in his hand, he's looking at the turf.
2nd and 9. And a handoff, right side. Nice game by Nevada Union. Takes it to about the 25-yard line. Very close to a first down. They're going to call it 3rd down. It will be 3rd down and short. 3rd down and a yard for Nevada Union. And first down's very crucial to get momentum going against this Rocklin Thunder squad. So here we go. 3rd and short. And there's the handoff. Not much of a hole. I believe, though, he got to the 26. That's where the side judge is marking it, and they're calling it a first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the flag there. I believe that was Grimes carrying the ball. He carried it on the previous play, Jim. Basically just moving the pile forward. Everybody pushes, and the scrum moves forward enough to get the first down.
And this is going to have to be a scrappy Nevada Union effort tonight on offense. This is a tough defense. Some big defensive players for this Rocklin squad. Here's the pitch. Finds the hole. Gets by the first man. Goes through to the second man.
Devin Grimes again exploiting the left side, working behind his big offensive line. That was number 65, Cody Long. We've called that name a lot this year, huh, Jim?
We sure have. 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3. Clock running, 6:37 to go. First quarter action. No score here from Hooper Stadium. Jim Adams, Paul Brown bringing you all of the Nevada Union action. Up the middle, but there's nothing there.
2nd down, and they hit as almost as another saying there's a fumble.
And the ball is turned over.
Well, the plague has not been cured. The plague, the fumbles that have plagued Nevada Union all year long, Jim, and the cough happened again, right on the 30-yard line.
Well, and in order to compete against this Rocklin Thunder team, you're not going to be able to give them the ball as they have in this situation. And now they're at the 33-yard line of Nevada Union. Lockery now with 2 choices in the backfield. Gives it to McDonald, doesn't give it to McDonald, throws over the middle. There's a completion to the 20, dragged down at the 17-yard line. And the catch was Cameron Stark.
Cameron Stark followed his wide receiver to the slot position and then just squatted down about 15 yards out. Very difficult to cover when you have the wide receiver out there.
Well, and Paul, let's face it, they cannot give this Rocklin Thunder team chances as they have in this situation, because the Thunder, with all their weapons, will be good at capitalizing. Here comes McDonald again, trying to string it out, and gets a few yards on the play, goes down to marked at the 12-yard line.
So here's the replay of the fumble, Jim. Let's take a look and see if we can see it. You and I didn't see it until it was actually recovered. It looks like it never got in his hands. There was a problem between Paye and Grimes.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Lockery in a passing formation, looks over the middle, hits his man, and it's touchdown Thunder. So the turnover results in 6 points for Rocklin, and with 5:44 to go in the first quarter, Rocklin takes a 6-0 lead.
And Lockery made that look easy, Jim. He had a couple of receivers that he could have chosen, and he decided to go with, I believe it was number 23. That was Nick Williams, his back.
Ball is spotted and kicked, and it is good. So the second drive, a much shorter drive for the Thunder, results in 7 points, and the Miners find themselves in a hole 7-0. And Paul, they're going to have to do 2 things. One is, and Dave Humphers has been preaching this all season, don't put the ball on the ground, and they're going to have to be able to really move the ball. They're without Connor Keith, so there's a huge impact player. And so they're going to have to do it without one of their big workhorses.
That's so true, Jim. They've got good backs, but when you put the ball on the ground against a team like this, an explosive team like this, every time you force a punt by this Thunder team, you've really accomplished something. And they've now got to stay up with them. They need to score on this drive, not waiting for another drive. You don't want to get behind 14 points on the Thunder. You'll never be able to catch up. But we've seen a very explosive offense all year long. 49 points last week. This team on the field right now can score, and I'm gonna put my money that they get it done this round of plays.
Rocklin Thunder have lost 2 games, as Paul talked about this season, both of them by 1 point each. So this team also could easily be 4-0 right now. And this is a returnable kick, and Humphers has the ball. And he gets back just short of the 20-yard line. And let's take a look at the touchdown.
Here's a touchdown. Watch now. If we see the camera angle, he's got a couple of receivers to choose from. You can see him coming across right there in the middle. But underneath is his back, and that's Williams. Nick Williams coming over from the slot position.
So back to live action. Here we go. 1st and 10. Handoff, and nothing there.
Big gainer, here he is, he's gone.
Oh, got it. It's Devin Grimes. The 40 needs to cut back inside. Does so. Gets by the 10. Touchdown, Miners. And just as we were fooled, the Rocklin Thunder was totally fooled on the play. And no flags on the field. That's a touchdown for the Miners. And they are a PAT away from tying it up. Everybody went with that first handoff.
Including us.
It was a fake, yes.
Well executed fake. We watched them practice this just before a game. But Coach Humphers was talking about give him a good fake, give him a good fake. And that's what sold that play.
Devin Grimes, the senior, in for an extra point, and it is good. So at 5:44, it was 7-0. At 5:26, we are tied at 7, and it's that kind of grit that Nevada Union is going to need tonight in order to hopefully post a W. So Grimes with a huge gain on the play. That's an 82-yard carry. And just as we saw 2 weeks ago, Grimes goes big on the first play from scrimmage, this time in the second series rather than the first. And if Lawrence Reese can put it in the end zone again, then Jimmy Lockery will have to start from the 20. High and deep and in the end zone for a touchback. So Jimmy Lockery, who has already declared to play at Boise State next year, will start from the 20-yard line. Boy, you can see what Boise State likes in this Jimmy Lockery.
I mean, everything about Jimmy Lockery talks about, I mean, he looks like a quarterback. He's tall, he's rangy, he is fearless. Standing back there, throwing the ball with pinpoint passes. Yeah, Boise State got themselves a jewel.
So Brian McDonald back with him in the backfield. 1st and 10. Back to pass, throws over the middle, that's complete. Quick hit by Nevada Union, and it'll be a 5-yard gain on the play.
And they're running a version, Jim, what looks like the West Coast offense as we know it in the pro game. They basically are looking at short passes because they have an accurate passer that are as effective as a run. That time, Lockery, moving to his right, made a quick little throw, 4 yards. He might as well have handed it off. It was that well executed.
2nd down and 6. Single back. Man in motion. Back to pass, and that's an incompletion. So McDonald can't come up with that one. A poor pass by Lockery. And an update from the Bear River Colfax game, 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Marty Mortensen there. And 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and we are tied at 7. So a 3rd down and long. Different formation. 2 wideouts on the far side of the field. Lockery rolls left. When he rolls, he has a lot of different options, but this one is incomplete.
And that was the first ill-advised pass, like I say, Lockery's thrown tonight. That thing he threw on the run to his left, and he threw it kind of into a crowd, Jim. That ball was nowhere near his receiver. Could have been picked off.
Tyler Houlihan on the coverage.
Maybe the NU defensive backs are starting to get a feel for this. They haven't seen anybody like this all year long, Jim.
Gabe Humphers is deep. 2 Miners are deep. And here they are in this formation. And he does kick it. It goes over to Houlihan. Houlihan shovels it, and boy, the ball goes right on over to Rocklin. Gabe Humphers could not come up with it. And Tyler Houlihan should have just gone down with the ball, but instead he tries to shovel it and make something of nothing. And the Miners shoot themselves in the foot again, and this time they turn the ball over at the 38-yard line. So that makes things extra tough to finally have held them, and then they turn the ball over.
That's the second turnover tonight for NU. Yeah, Houlihan, he caught the ball in traffic. I was thinking that was a fair catch, and he hadn't put his hand up, but I think he got a little panicky because there were so many white jerseys around him, Jim.
So Jimmy Lockery says thank you and gets a big gain on that punt, and now he's ready with a fresh set of downs. In motion is Parker Hardesser. And a gain to about the 31-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 5. Brian McDonald. 3:10 to go in first quarter action. We're tied at 7, but Rocklin again knocking at the door. 2nd down, McDonald in the backfield with Jimmy Lockery. And Lockery fakes to McDonald and then throws, catches his receiver complete for a first down. Josh Cena on the coverage, and the reception, C.J. Toretta.
C.J. obviously is one of the favorite receivers here on this Thunder team. He runs a very precise pattern that time, running out and then a quick button hook and a comeback pattern.
Miners have not punted yet, but unfortunately for them, they've turned the ball over twice. Handoff, Toretta,
McDonald.
McDonald on the play.
Got helmets off down on the field there. Looked like number 40, Kyle Bush, lost his helmet on the field, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7. 2 minutes exactly to go in a fast-moving first quarter from Hooper Stadium. Jim Adams, Paul Brown bringing you all of this Nevada Union action against the Thunder tonight. And there's the pitch. And an excellent play by Nevada Union. McDonald tried for the big play, but this time it was Tyler Houlihan.
And Tanner Vallejo, number 20, darting in there, pulling him down for a loss. I don't think that's something that Brian McDonald is accustomed to, is being thrown for a loss much.
And a 3rd and 7, no gain on the play.
So far,
15 to go, first quarter action. Sorry,
not much yardage on the ground, Jim. I was going to say the NU defense is defending the ground, is defending the run very, very well.
And I would imagine perhaps Lockery here in 4-down territory, depending upon their kicking game. He's going to roll left. There's going to be a rush, but it's going to be a screen right, and that's going to be a very successful play. Toretta goes into the end zone for a touchdown, but they're going to call holding back at the 10-yard line.
Very obvious holding call there. I even saw it, and I'm blind. It was going to go against the Thunder.
And that's going to hurt them because if that the flag is at the 10, that would take it back to the 20, and that would bring up a 3rd down and 10 if indeed that's the call.
Here's a replay, and we should be able to see it right in the middle of the field.
Brian McDonald on the carry.
Here it is. And you can see they execute beautifully the screen pass, but at the top of your screen, there's 2 players, and then right there, pulling him down. And the flags come in.
So that's going to make it a 3rd and 10. The Miners catch a break here. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. McDonald again in the backfield. 2 wideouts far side, 1 near side. And back. More holding, no flag. Completion at the 10. Trying to bull his way in, but is knocked out of bounds at the 3. A big-time hold on the rush there, but no call was made.
Yeah, I think everybody on the NU side, they were moaning not to see any yellow flags come out. There was obviously a hold.
So Toretta with the reception, and that'll be a 1st and goal for the Rocklin Thunder.
45 seconds left in the first quarter. Game tied 7-7.
So 1st and goal. McDonald met, maybe 2 yards on the play.
The ball did get loose, but they're going to call him down. Looks like about the 3-yard line.
That hold made me think of the face mask against Connor Keith that was never called last weekend, which in front of 2 officials, the Connor Keith's helmet was pulled halfway around his head, but no call. 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. I think that the Thunder will get one more playoff. 2nd and goal. And going to roll right. And now left and into the end zone for a touchdown.
And right there you see another reason why Boise State likes him. Very, very agile, very quick, and a good decision maker. We're seeing Jimmy Lecrae.
So 2 turnovers result in 13 points pending the PAT for the Rocklin Thunder. Spotted, kicked, and it's good. No good.
No good.
Wide left. So 13-7, the first quarter has elapsed. We've got one in the books here from Hooper Stadium, and Nevada Union trails 13-7. And Paul, I think the moral of that first period, or that first quarter, is you cannot turn this ball over to this Rocklin Thunder team.
So we got a replay here, Jimmy, and you're so right. Against this team, you just can't give them field position, and you certainly can't give them back the football. This is the quarterback, Jimmy Lecrae, and you see how quick a foot he is. Looks one way and then scores the other way, just jogs in the end zone.
Yep, walks right in.
Hands the ball to the official.
And so the Miners, who really had a decent quarter offensively, killed themselves with turnovers.
I mean, they had one play from scrimmage here late in the quarter, and that was for a 82-yard touchdown. So they need to take the ball right now and, again, stay with this Thunder team.
Here's a telling statistic. No punts for Nevada Union in the first quarter, and yet they gave up 13 points. So the second quarter about ready to commence. Long kick, and fielded in the end zone for a touchback by Tyler Houlihan.
So let's see if Coach Humphers stays with his game plan. He does have one of his best backs in Grimes still in the backfield, missing Connor Keith. You would think that Grimes was going to get more calls tonight, more carries tonight.
And so here we go, 1st and 10. Miners yet to throw the ball.
The ball's on the ground.
And the ball's fumbled again. I believe that, I think it was Grimes on the carry, and he came up with it. And
there's a replay. Now watch the defenders clawing at this ball as he comes around. Now watch him. He's clawing right at that ball. See how he pulled right at it? That was number 44. As they see now. And pile it up.
So a short gain on the second play of the series, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So the Miners, who busted one long in their last series before the fumble on the kick reception, now face a 3rd down and long. And a lot of confusion by Nevada Union. Gabe Humphers with the ball. Humphers running for his life, but will go out of bounds and will be far short of a Miner 1st down.
Looks like it'll be 4th and about 5, Jim, and now they'll obviously be forced to punt.
And watch for special teams tonight to try a little bit of everything. And here's the kick. Fair catch called for and taken by Steven Cisneros. So the first punt of the night for Nevada Union, 10:45 to play in the second quarter. Miners trail 13-7. So 1st and 10. Lockery with a lot of reception choices. I think that they've said tonight we're going to really focus on throwing against this and throws it out of bounds.
Good choice by Lockery. He looked left briefly and then went to his right, and everybody was covered. So he just threw the ball out of bounds.
And
yeah, he likes
to get rid of that.
He likes the empty backfield, Jim. I mean, there's no question. He's just going to dare the defense to defend his arm.
And I believe in the last game of last season, in the sectional championship game, he broke his arm. And then in the state game, Rocklin had to go with a different quarterback, still made a great showing. So 2nd and 10. This is a handoff. McDonald hitting that right side. Picking up 5 on the play.
And so far tonight, we really haven't seen McDonald have a chance to break out. He did get 5 yards on that play over the right tackle, but this is an explosive back. 1,130 yards for the season. Obviously averaging way over 100 yards a game. NU has shut that down so far tonight.
3rd and a long 5. Lockery with a single backfield. Fakes the pitch and now throws long over the middle, and that's incomplete.
He threw it over his head. The intended receiver, that was number 21 out there. That was Brian McDonald, and McDonald was open. It was just a bad pass.
So on 4th down, 4th and 5, Miners will send Tyler Houlihan deep, I'm not sure that they trust the punt in this situation, but we shall see. And now Gabe Humphers started to go deep, now comes back to the near the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be and he does punt it. Fair catch called for, but instead that ball will die on the 8-yard line. So no breaks for the Miners tonight.
And they have to defend against a pass in that punt formation. He had receivers out, and before he actually punted the ball, Jim, Lecrae looks around it to see if he has a receiver open. I think he has that option. Maybe it's his call.
9:47 to go, first quarter. Josiah Paye checks on in. Miners trailing 13-7. Second quarter action. Handoff, sweep to this side. And very little yardage. Picks up a few on the play. Jake Tilly with the carry.
Did you see Tilly cover up that ball?
No, it was Devin Grimes again.
It was Grimes. Yes, it was, number 26. And see the way he covered the ball up, Jim? Just before he got hit, both arms were around that football. I'm sure Coach Humphers had something to do with that.
2nd and 8, hurry up offense. Back to pass, cans it off here on the near side. Flag comes in.
They ripped his helmet off, pulled him by the face mask, and that ball, he just ripped the helmet off. Helmet went 3 feet in the air.
Grimes again, and I think this may be a personal foul against Rocklin, and it is personal foul face mask. And that's the 15-yard variety. So the Miners catch a break, get a first down, and the ball comes out to the 25-yard line. Let's take another look at it, Paul.
This is a big break, like you said. Now watch him come over, and he will just rip that helmet right off. Wow, that's like opening a Coke bottle. The helmet comes off.
And Josiah Paye back to pass. Throws over the middle, and it's a nice completion for a good gain. Short of a first down. And Brock Krause with the reception. And he does get a first down. 8:40 to go, second quarter action. Miners trailing by 6. Jake Tilly in motion, and a flag comes in. And illegal motion by the Miners. So that becomes a 1st and 15. And a very short gain on the play. In fact, really stuck at the line of scrimmage.
It was Brock Krause again carrying the football.
And Tyler Gunter with a carry. He will be playing fullback tonight. And let's take one more look at this face mask play against Devin Grimes.
So he gets him around the head, and arm comes up.
Maybe he thought that the officials would miss it as they have previous weeks. And there's a completion. Could be a good gain for Nevada Union, but no, the blocking doesn't hold up, and it's going to end up being a 3rd down and long.
And there will be a flag on the play. There was holding in the backfield. That would be number 65 for NU, Cody Long in the backfield. And he did hold the defender.
Let's see if they take it. And it is declined. So that will make it a 3rd down and about 15. 7:33 to go in the first half.
Interesting that they didn't take that penalty, Jim.
Well, I think they say, hey, we can hold them on a 3rd down and 15. Why give them a 2nd down and 25? We'll give them a 3rd down and 15. We'll stop them here, make them punt, we'll get the ball. I would imagine that's what's going through their heads. But back to pass is Paye. Paye has to sidestep the rush and doesn't have anything to throw at. Finally throws across the middle. That's complete, but it's far short of a first down. Connor Fuller with the reception. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 7, and Miners go into punt formation. So Paye did a good job of finding, and here's a short snap, and there's a hole, there's a first down. He needs a block. He sidesteps a man and goes down to the 30-yard line. Dave Humphers gives it to son Gabe. They go into their bag of tricks, and Nevada Union with a first down.
Nevada Union absolutely catching the Thunder flat-footed, Jim. They were still trying to get men off the field and set their defense. They were in a confused state, and Dave Humphers pulls the trigger.
Watch for anything and everything tonight. Nevada Union is a desperate squad. Humphers with a big gain there. And here's Humphers again on a nice gain, and he takes it to the 26-yard line. And that'll be a 2nd and 4. So the Miners now moving the ball.
Gabe with the hot hand. They're going to go back to him, and he takes the cross buck. 8 yards.
And watch for Gabe Humphers to be a big part of the offense tonight. And handoff up the middle. Tyler Gunter with the carry. He gets close to a first down, but he's going to be a yard short.
Big 3rd and 1. Gunter taking the snap directly and going right through the legs of his guard on the right side. Darnier got the first down, Jim. 1 yard, though, short. Big first down here for the Miners.
And if they don't get it here, you'd have to wonder if they would go for it on 4th. Calls his own number, Josiah Paye, and gets a first down. Miners continuing to drive inside the 20-yard line of the Thunder. So Paye having a good night tonight. Takes the signal directly from the sideline. And so another 1st and 10. And that is going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play. Devin Grimes.
Grimes absolutely crunched in the backfield. Offensive line that time leaked a little bit of water, and into the backfield, number 97, Dago Caceres.
4:39 left in the first half. Miners trailing by 6, but driving a 2nd down and 13. Humphers in motion. Humphers has it, breaks over the left side, gets 1 or 2 of the yards back, but it's going to represent a 3rd down and long. Brock Kraus joins the huddle. Senior Brock Kraus comes out near side. Paye fakes it, and he's going to be hit, and there's the ball on the ground again. And this could be a big gain, but he goes down with it, and another turnover by Nevada Union. They're 3rd on the night. They're driving, but the ball is recovered on the hit, and the ball is turned over to Rocklin again.
And that was a big-time linebacker blitz from the right side. Josiah Paye didn't even see him coming. In fact, after that play was over, I looked back to see if he was still on the ground. He took it right in the letters from the backside. I don't know anybody that could hold on to that football.
So 3:45 to go, and the ball is turned over to the Thunder. Miners trailing 13-7, and the defense will have to come up big again. Here comes Lockery. Now he's going to throw long. has a man out in front but overthrows him incomplete.
We got a flag on that play, Jim, and I think we're going to have a hold down on the Thunder. We'll have to see what they call. Here's a replay on that hit. Now watch Paye. He is absolutely blindsided. You can see from the right-hand side, here comes the linebacker blitz. And if he was my son, I'd be halfway down on the field right now. You'd wonder if he's getting up. The ball, fortunately, though, doesn't take a very fortuitous bounce for the Thunder, and he can only just fall on it.
Well, and we don't have a number 20 on our lineup card for the Thunder, but he surely did the right thing. He made sure that he took care of the ball first.
But on the field, we have a 15-yard penalty for holding, and the Thunder find themselves in a hole. First down, and it looks like maybe about 22.
Odd penalty. The old 12-yard holding penalty. Handoff, right side. Big gain, gets a lot of it back. In fact, gets all of it back and a little plus yardage on the play. And there is a carry by Brian McDonald.
That was an odd penalty, Jim, because they only marched the ball back about 12 yards. So maybe it was the penalty from the foul.
Well, I thought the foul was in the backfield, but maybe not. So that makes it a 2nd down and 7. A big shift for the Thunder. McDonald goes into the backfield. Fakes it to him, but Jimmy Lockery comes here near side, and he's going to throw long. But again, overthrows his intended receiver.
Wow, Lockery is just flat missing now. That's 2 we've seen, Jim, wide open. But he's not stopping and setting, and he's throwing the ball.
If he was able to hit those receivers, it would be disastrous. But instead, it's a 3rd down and 7. And the Miners are in position again defensively to be able to stop this. .256 to go in first half action. 3rd down. Back to pass. May run, throws over the middle, and that is incomplete. And that'll make it 4th down.
And I will say this about Lockery, Jim. He has got the fastest release of any quarterback I have seen in high school football. When he makes the decision to throw that ball, he throws it from just behind his ear and just zings a straight on-line pass. But it's quick.
Josh Sena defending. 4th down. Lockery in semi-punt formation. And another kind of pooch kick, but high and taken on the fair catch by Tyler Houlihan. So 2:44 to go.
And Jim, as much as Lockery's had the ball in his hand, the Miners are in this.
Very much so. And, you know, there's a case that could be made that maybe they're forcing Lockery to make some of these errant passes. But here's the scoop. The Miners will get the ball to start the second half. And the Miners have 2:44 to go with 67 yards to the Rocklin Thunder end zone. So let's take a look what they come up with here. Miners need another big play. And now he's going to need a block. And Grimes gets a short gain before he's hog-tied and taken down at the 34-yard line for a 2-yard gain.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. And you would solely like to score before the end of this half, obviously.
Boy, and you know what the speech is going to be at halftime. The turnovers have really thwarted Nevada Union's efforts so far tonight. Paye with 2 backs. Gives it to the second one through, and it's a very short gain. And so somebody's really hurt on the field. In fact, the players are calling the the team out. Coach Jamie comes out, and Grimes is Grimes was on the carry.
I don't see the number, Jim. It's number 55, we're told now.
Taylor King, the senior, is down.
Offensive lineman, and he looks like he is in pain.
Gil, I think we're going to be a while here. Do we want to go to break? So we'll be right back. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Miner football. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether it's sports injuries or rehabilitation, Sievert Physical Therapy accepts most insurance plans and is located near the fairgrounds. John Sievert is proud to donate his time as a physical trainer for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown-proud IGA market.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And here we go back to live action. Josiah Paye throws incomplete. So Taylor King, the injured miner, taken off of the field and put on the trainer's table. And as we came back, Paye throws the incompletion. We go to fourth down, and the Miners will have to punt. 1:32 to play in this first half. And he gets it away. It's a line drive. Very nice punt. If the Miners have the coverage there, they should be able to hem him in, and they finally do over on the sidelines at the 36.
Number 23, Nick Williams.
So Nick Williams on the return for the Rocklin Thunder. 1:20 to go. And so 1st and 10. So what can Jimmy Lockery do with 1:20 seconds? We'll see.
Empty backfield, we can expect that. 2 men to the left, to the right.
And can the Miners come up with an interception? Has that covered, throws over the middle, almost intercepted. Beautiful play there by, I believe, Brock Krause. And it was Krause, number 12. Krause initially lost him. There's a shot at Taylor King. Krause initially lost him because Krause played the screen, but then he recovered, and
here we're going to see it
for an incompletion.
And watch, he looks, and then he lets it go. And watch Krause at the last minute get a hand out, and he just stole that reception away.
So 2nd and 10. Interesting to see what Lockery will come with here. This time it's a roll left. Good blocking, lots of time to throw. Fakes, and finally has to then throw it away.
Well, there's something you don't see,
Jim.
Jim.
No one.
But he pulled that ball in from a full extension. He had to hold that ball. He pulled that ball back in, deciding not to throw into traffic and then just throwing it out of bounds.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. You know, Paul, the Miners' defense is doing pretty good against this passing game.
So true, and they have a chance here if they can get another incompletion of getting this ball back before half.
Lockery back, and this is a handoff. A big hole up the middle. Miners need to converge, and he's short of a first down.
Short by about 3 yards.
Well, I think it's going to be more like 5 where they're going to spot it. Well, maybe 4.
Yeah, you're right. It's closer to 5, and so interesting decision here.
And he ran it out of bounds, so with 1:02 to play, you've got to think Rocklin's got to say, hey, listen, we're going to punt this ball, and we don't think Nevada Union can do anything in the last 1:02.
Yeah, he's going to punt. No, yes, he is. You never know until the last second.
He's got all of his players downfield by the time he kicks the ball. Wouldn't fly in the NFL, but surely flies here. Ball at the 35-yard line of Nevada Union. That play took 8 seconds, 54 seconds to go.
54 seconds left to go before the half.
So the Miners take up shop at the 35.
And we'll get to see.
Paul, would this be something if they could convert on this last drive with 54 seconds to play? And, you know, Humphers is going to come with everything tonight. So it'll be interesting to see in these situations what he might come up with.
He's going to hand the ball off. He isn't going to throw.
And that's going to be another loss.
He's got timeouts left, and so but he's choosing not to take them. The clock continues to run, 41 seconds.
Gabe Humphers going into the game, and Dave Humphers sends the play in through Gabe.
No hurry-up offense here. I think he's going to be happy to just run another play and take it to the clubhouse. 24 seconds left. No split-out wide receivers. Straight handoff, counter play.
There's this misdirection.
He's got room.
Grimes has got to turn it on. If he can turn it on and steps out of bounds with 11 seconds to play, and maybe that would have been a good reason to have called a timeout. So instead of having about 40 seconds, the Miners have 11 seconds, but they have ventured into Thunder territory at the 42-yard line. Probably 2 plays left in this first half for the Miners. Gabe Humphers in motion, and he's going to get hit again, and down he goes.
Same player coming from the other side this time.
And the ball is turned over, and it goes on over to the Rocklin Thunder. And boy, you cannot blame Josiah Paye on that play.
You can't blame him on either one of those 2 plays.
An absolutely uncontested defender.
And that was Morgan LaBelle coming in. Watch him. And like you say, Jim, completely uncontested. A missed block assignment. And Josiah Paye is going to have a word or two with number 86, Connor Fuller. Connor knew he missed his block immediately. You could see him on the left side.
So with 5 seconds to go, does the Thunder play it conservative, or do they have
no
Jimmy
chance.
Lockery try to throw it to the end zone?
No chance. You can bet Lockery's going to put the Hail Mary up. Let's see it. Here it comes.
And a heavy rush, but the throw is incomplete, and that's going to do it. So Nevada Union with 4 turnovers in the first half. They're fortunate to be trailing only 13-7. They've got to get it together in the locker room for the second half. They will take the second half kickoff. So, okay, Paul, let's say this. Miners are very fortunate to be where they are.
Look at the line score, Jim. Now, if you had told me after the first 4 minutes of this game that it would be a 13-7 game at halftime, I'd have said, phooey, there's no chance. But both teams shut out in the second quarter. Very, very surprising.
4 turnovers to none.
Oh, the green guy's here.
There he is.
Here he is. The
Remember
green guy
him
is
from
here.
last week?
He is.
Look at this guy.
I think it's Gil Dominguez, isn't it?
Gil? I think we should hire him. He can be our mascot. But why do we break away from him? He's very entertaining. Maybe a little obscene. Wow. Well, that'll take us to break. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Miner football. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Living in Nevada County means living with trees. Hi, my name is John Paye. Our family has had property on Banner Mountain for the last 60 years. For the last 15 years, our property has been taken care of by Amancio Gutierrez. I highly recommend Amancio. If you have trees that need climbing, if you have brush that needs clearing, if you have a fire danger, 305-0012. Thank you.
It's Roadhouse food from around the world at the old 5 Mile House on Highway 20, your 5-minute getaway. Fall is here, so it's time to enjoy the comfort inside the 5 Mile House with Oktoberfest. The taste of Germany includes Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, and Bratwurst, along with special events all month long. Get something for everyone at the old 5 Mile House, your 5-minute getaway.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Hi, I'm Larry Ingersoll, Chief Title Officer and Manager of Placer Title in Grass Valley. Welcome to Placer Title's new office at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley. Placer Title's been in Nevada County since 1995 and has supported all the local athletics and especially minor football. So remember to look for Placer Title at our new home on Lytton Hill near Sierra College at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
And, of course, by Mike Bratton II, Turkey Trot. This is the 5th annual Turkey Trot. The Bratton family invites you to join them Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, December 25th at Hooper Stadium for the 5th annual Michael Bratton II Turkey Trot. That's the 5 and 10K run. A record number of runners and spectators showed up for last season's event, raising money for the MEB2 Foundation sponsoring a new day in suicide and depression awareness. This is one community event that you really don't want to miss. It's the 5th annual Michael Bratton II Turkey Trot 5 and 10K run. That's Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, November the 25th at Hooper Stadium. And I understand that we might be fortunate enough to have Michael actually show up here.
Well, we'll take a look if Mike gets here. Nevada Union trailing at halftime, 13-7. As I mentioned, they'll take the ball to start the second half. Devin Grimes with an 82-yard carry for the only score for Nevada Union. And the Miners made it very difficult on themselves with 4 turnovers in the first half. And they gave up all of their 13 points off of those turnovers. But with that said, I mean, that says something for the Miner defense, because they've forced Jimmy Lockery to punt, I believe, 3 or 4 times, Paul.
That's true, and I think what we're seeing, Jim, is a bit of an off game by Lockery tonight. We've seen wide open receivers that he has flat out missed, and this is the soon-to-be Boise State quarterback, the champagne of the league as far as being the best in the league, and he's not taking his time to set and throw and hit his receivers. So I think NU is fortunate right now. Dave Humphers has a lot to say in the locker room. He's probably talking about holding on to the football, but he's also talking about the fact that this football game is a long way from being over. And they are certainly in it, and they should be thankful that they are in it with as many turnovers, as 4 turnovers for the first half.
You know, and you have to take a look at it and say, if the Miners can play a second half without those fumbles, then they very well could win this contest, because they shot themselves in the foot on 4 offensive drives with fumbles. And the fact of the matter is on a couple of them, they were driving fairly well and had some good momentum. So, you know, I'm sure that the theme in the Miners locker room at halftime has to be hang on to the ball.
And it's also got to be, let's protect our quarterback, Josiah Paye. You made a good point before we came back on the air, Jim. If Paye takes any more blindside hits from the backside like he has, he's not going to get up from one of them. So if they want a quarterback to finish out this series of downs, they've got to do something about what's happening coming from the right side.
Josiah, a very durable quarterback, to be able to take 2 very heavy hits, one from the front, one from the back, and we're hoping for a better second half for Nevada Union as far as protection is concerned. We'll be back with more discussion of halftime in just a moment. Well, we're going to watch the band play. George Washington leading the band tonight. Gil, can we get a shot of George Washington? There he is right there. Can we zoom in on him? He's never looked better. There he is. Martha's got to be in the stands here. I think Marty Mortensen has a wig like that, Paul. Maybe it's Marty.
You know, Marty confided in me one game that he used to play the French horn, and he was a French horn player during the high school football games, and I'll tell you, after that, I never let him forget it.
Well, I know you've been down a few roads with Marty. I have too. Some of our stories best remain untold. I'd like to see Marty leading a band.
Very talented NU band, by the way. We rarely get to see them in full regalia like this, and they are coming out for senior night.
Wow, excellent. Great job by a very talented band. and the NU Marching Band. We'll be back with third quarter action in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cabros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, Bracket Truck Racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hi, I'm Dawn Whitmore, branch manager at Adecco Grass Valley. Adecco is a full-service human resources provider.
I'm Autumn Payne, your staffing consultant here at Adecco. If you're an employer, we have the perfect workers for you.
I'm Lisa Harkey, senior staffing consultant here at Adecco. We know the economy is still tight, but we're here to help you find employment.
We look forward to serving you.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful acrylic plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
So, third quarter action right around the corner. Nevada Union will receive the kickoff to start the third quarter, and we'll be back with that third quarter in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Great job.
So I guess we're back here live. Gil, are you ready for our final break? Okay, so we're back live. Okay, very good. Let's turn on the mic here. We're going to have a guest up here in just a moment. Mike Bratton is going to join us. We're going to hear a little bit about one of the premier community events, the Michael E. Bratton II Turkey Trot. It's on Thanksgiving morning, and it's an absolutely great event. We have a 5K and we have a 10K run, and here joining us is Mike Bratton. Mike, how you doing tonight?
Good, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing good. Got quite a game going here, don't we?
Got a good game. If we can hang on to the football, we
got to hang on to it a little bit better.
Right. We may be able to. We can win this game.
Absolutely.
We're doing well.
Talking about winning events, let's talk a little bit about the Turkey Trot. Fifth annual.
Fifth annual. coming up Thanksgiving morning. Register online at meb2turkeytrot.com. Call my office, go online and look at it. But we register people here too. And last year, Jim, we had about 1,400 people. And it's grown every year. And it's just a wonderful day to start the holiday seasons. And we've got people saying that they've been here now every year and they won't miss it because it's really kind of a community thing. It's a meet your neighbor, say hi to new people you haven't met before. I had just a parent in the stand say that, her kids, say one thing, they're coming home for Thanksgiving from college because it's become a reunion and they want to come and see all their other buddies. And it's also a special day because we raise a lot of money that goes straight back into this community and youth activities, but mainly our mission is to make people aware of depression and suicide awareness, Jim.
Mike, let's talk about the dark side, the bad side of it. Your son, Michael Bratton II, took his own life 6 years ago now?
No, a little over 4, Jim.
4 years ago. And that kind of is what caused this event to take place, correct?
That's right. We started the Turkey Trot in memory of our son, Michael. And it's not something that we're honoring what he did, but we're honoring his life because he was a wonderful young man. He
absolutely
was a business person in the community. He coached football here in the community, right here on this field. And he was suffering from depression. We didn't realize it. We didn't know it. And when that occurs, sometimes you just are in such a deep hole you don't think that there's any other way out. But we know now that there is a way out because there, of course, there's counseling and there's medicine that you can take. It's no different than anything else. It's not something to be put aside. It is a life's hurt. And there can be help for it, Jim. And so that's part of why we've done the Turkey Trot. Michael always wanted to do a Turkey Trot here and start one, so we decided to go ahead and do it with his friend Matt Botham and my family. And 50% of the proceeds go to A New Day, Jim. And you know what A New Day is.
Tell us a little bit about A New Day.
A New Day is a nonprofit, faith-based, free counseling center that helps people with hurts. And the majority of the people we see are suffering from some kind of depression. And we see people from 13 years old up. And it was started really to help more youth, but we're finding more adults and young adults coming in because they're under a lot of pressure today and they need help. And so it's free. Our counseling center is free. And we've seen over 300 people in the last 3 years, and we have a waiting list to see now. So it's a wonderful nonprofit here in this community. It's filling a void that really wasn't there because there really wasn't any free counseling unless maybe you go to the county, and there's so many people that don't want to go to the county and be a statistic there. The county does wonderful things, but we're just a little bit different. So that's why we started A New Day.
And Mike, this is a great way to start off Thanksgiving morning. We're done by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and you come here, you get to see people in the community, you get to say Happy Thanksgiving. There's a great 5 and 10K run. We have the opportunity to honor Michael E. Bratton II. So everything adds up to a real positive experience.
It is a positive, but most of our people that come aren't runners. They're walkers because we have more walkers that walk the 5K, and they just come and they hang out and they help. We had over probably close to 100 people that just volunteered for the event last year.
Okay, and so let's go over it again, Mike. Thanksgiving morning.
Thanksgiving morning right here at Hooper Stadium. Plenty of parking. Come, hot coffee, hot chocolate.
Fun time, see your neighbors.
It is
and if you're a serious runner, there's the website right there. You can, sometimes people are known to eat a little turkey on that day. You can work a little bit of it off before you consume it. There's the phone number that you can call. There's the email address. You want to come and participate, we'd love to have you. If you want to come and volunteer, that's cool too.
Absolutely, we'd love to have you, and I promise it'll be the most wonderful start of a Thanksgiving morning you probably ever had, and you'll feel good about eating all that turkey that afternoon.
Absolutely, it is a premier event. Mike, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
And it goes to a great cause, and it really commemorates a tragedy that has been turned into a positive.
Well, we're trying, and it's still very, very difficult for our family, but we're trying to again take something that was devastating into something that's educational and that can help somebody else, because we know that's what Michael would want too.
Very good. We appreciate you being here. Look at the website. Also go to A New Day. Take a look at who these monies go to. Mike, really pleasure to have you up in the booth. And in fact, we're going to have Mike stick around for a few plays here. Rocklin has been assessed, as Nevada Union did last week. Rocklin has been assessed for a 15-yard penalty for delay of game, so Nevada Union has the potential of having good field position as they start this second half. Grimes, deep, along with, it looks like Gabe Humphers, and a deep kick goes back to Grimes, gives it to Humphers. Humphers coming up the sideline, breaking inside, but then taken down at about the 31-yard line, where the Miners will start the second half. Mike, fifth annual event?
Fifth annual event, and
how many
grown
runners
every
do
year.
we expect this year?
Well, we've grown 200-300 people a year. So we started out with 600, we went to 900, we went to 1,200, last year about 1,500.
And it happens right here at Hooper Stadium.
Right here at Hooper Stadium.
And so here come the Miners up to the line of scrimmage. Josiah Paye back in the game. Handoff and a loss by Devin Grimes of 6 yards to start off, 5 yards to start off this possession.
We had good field position, better field position on that first kickoff than we've had.
Mike, how long you been associated with Nevada Union football?
I've been watching football since I moved here in 1978. I used to sit on the other side, and then my kids started getting involved in football and junior minors, so I became involved in that and helped coach, and then up to the high school, and I was booster president for about 10 years and have been very involved ever since.
Had, of course, Michael Bratton involved, but you also had Joey and Kevin involved.
Yes, all 3 boys played football here. My daughter, of course, went to high school here as well.
Second down. Gabe Humphers gets through 2 players and gets positive yardage past the original line of scrimmage, takes it to the 24-yard line, but that will bring up a 3rd down and 7 here in the opening moments of the second half. Mike, I guess you saw the article in the paper this morning about Dave Humphers?
You know, I did, and he's a man I've respected ever since I've known him, and being booster president for all those years, you're kind of become his right-hand man as far as community relations and fundraising and trying to help these kids do as much as they can possibly do. So the article was a great tribute to Dave, and again, a man I greatly respect because I know where his heart is. His heart is all about the kids. It's all about teaching these kids great habits that are going to get them all the way through life, and respect and honor and loyalty and trust and good work ethics, and that's really what that man's all about.
Miners starting off this third quarter with Josiah Paye on the sidelines. And so it looks like Gabe Humphers in at quarterback. Gonna pass. He's a lefty. Throws over here, and that could be intercepted, but it's incomplete. And in fact, Connor Fuller did a nice job of knocking that away, and you'd have to think that Paye was perhaps injured on that last offensive play of the first half by Nevada Union.
Boy, he took a hard hit, didn't he? That was the second hard hit.
The first one looked worse than the second.
Yeah, but it looked like the guy really fell on him and kind of smushed him into the ground, Jim, if I can say that word.
Yeah. So here's the punt. Gets it away. Comes to the near side, goes out of bounds, and will probably be a little bit beyond the 30-yard line, and it is at the 31. Mike, thanks for visiting with us tonight.
You're welcome.
We always appreciate having you here, and
certainly enjoy watching the game after the game here, and I know Touchdown Productions does a great job for this community, and I know you guys put a lot of time into it, so thanks for what you guys do too.
Hey, we'll look forward to the turkey trot, huh?
Okay, we'll see you there, won't we?
Thanksgiving morning.
All right.
Be there, or you're going to gain an extra several pounds. Mike Bratton, thanks, Mike. So now Jimmy Lockery comes up over the ball, and the handoff, the first play, and Brian McDonald with the carry, a couple of yards short of a first down. And let's take a look on the sidelines here. You know, I'd love to get a report down on the field as to what the status is of Josiah Paye.
You know, before the half started, Josiah was down the sideline, and he was throwing balls. He didn't look too bad to me, Jim, and I noticed that too, but maybe they're just going to give a little bit of rest before the fourth quarter and put him back in.
McDonald gets a first down, gets by midfield, still going, taken out of bounds at the 43-yard line of Nevada Union, and if the Miners have a chance, they're really going to need Josiah Paye.
Yeah, I don't think they've got a chance without him. Let's face facts here. There hasn't been another quarterback in all season. He's taken every single snap this year. So it's not like we can go to the well and pull back up a second-string quarterback that's got experience. They need Josiah on the field to win this ball game.
So a first down and 10 inside Miner territory at the 45-yard line of Nevada Union. And McDonald again with the carry, but he's cut down right at the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a second down and 10. And on the sidelines here near side with the NU Spirit squad is Green Man. Gil, if we can get a shot of Green Man is putting on a show.
There he is. There's our boy.
See him right there. He's got all the... Do you think that's Marty in that?
It could be.
It looks like the moves he'd have, and he loves rap music. So second down and a little bit more than 10. McDonald again in the backfield. They fake it to him. Lockery going back, throws long, and has a man there. Touchdown, Thunder.
What a pass and what a over-the-shoulder catch. The sidelines on the Thunder bench is going nuts. It was a thing of beauty. That was number 86, I believe. Number 88, I'm being told. And we don't have an 88, unfortunately, on the roster. Whoever it is, kudos for a beautiful catch over your left-hand shoulder.
And so this next series by Nevada Union will be very telling. So the PAT, spotted, kicked, and good. So a 20-7 lead, 8:11 to go in the third quarter, and this next series I think is extremely important, Paul, because either Nevada Union's going to come back and get the wheels back on the wagon, or the Thunder's really going to pull away with this game.
True, and we got to give credit to NU. They did have some pretty good pressure on the quarterback. Jim McRae just managed to elude that rush and throw a perfect 50-yard pass into the end zone for the touchdown. That's the quarterback we were telling you about before this game started, and certainly he showed what kind of arm strength he has.
Dave Humphers.
Here's the replay. Now let's watch. Okay, now watch. He's in the backfield, and he gets away, and he's got pressure, but just lets that ball go. And look where he was at. He was at the 52-yard line. 52 yards out, and he throws that pass. 5 yards deep in his end zone. Oh, yikes.
Gabe Humphers back deep, as is Devin Grimes. Dave Humphers was talking to Josiah Paye, so we'll see what happens. This will be returned. Gabe Humphers fumbles it, picks it up, fakes it, keeps it this time. Needs a block so he can get a lane, and gets a little bit of a block, gets some good plus yardage, almost to the 30-yard line. And we'll have to take a look and see if Josiah Paye checks in.
28-yard line, that's number 3, Gabe Humphers.
Yes, he is. He's going to go back in.
First down, Miners.
I guess there's a reason that he was not used in the first
Here's
series.
a replay, and you can see Humphers. And you'll see a big hit here. Coming around the outside and up the sideline. Bang! What a block. Boy, there was some stars being seen on the left-hand sideline.
And the Miners have run their first play from scrimmage, a 6-yard gain by Devin Grimes, second down and 4. Miners at their own 36-yard line. 7:39 to go, third quarter action. Game moving right along.
And number 12, Jeff Moore.
Bumps into the first man, and as a result of that, Devin Grimes is taken down for a 6-yard loss. 3rd down and 9. Well, they're going to spot it. Got a little bit of plus yardage on it. They're going to spot it at the 32, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7. And let's take a look at that big hit one more time.
This is a great block. And let's see if we can get a number here, Jim. Did get the second number.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, and we'll see if they go with a pass by Paye. If he's a little gun shy, don't blame him. He is back with the ball, and he throws. Nice pass, completion to Brock Krause. 1st down, Nevada Union.
Right on target, Josiah Paye. Finding Brock Krause in the right-hand flats.
And Josiah looks no worse for wear. Krause stays in. Gabe Humphers comes in. Tyler Gunter comes out. 1st and 10, 42-yard line of Nevada Union. Up the middle, nice gain. 1st down yardage again. That's Gabe Humphers. And so Humphers takes it into Thunder territory at the 47, and a player is down. And I think
injury timeout on the field.
It is a Thunder player who went down hard, but he's sitting up now.
Number 8, Thomas.
Pierce Thomas. And we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Miner football, Touchdown Production Sports Network. Right now. See if he goes to one more. Oh, back to live action here. Thanks to Grass Valley Group for their contributions to our telecast. And with 6:21 to play, we are in the 3rd quarter. Miners starting to move the ball. Jake Tilly in motion. But a nice gain by Tanner Vallejo. You're going to see a little bit of Tanner tonight at fullback.
That's number 20, Tanner Vallejo.
Close to 6-yard gain. We'll call it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd for the Miners.
Inside 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Miners trailing 20-7. The final game of the season here at Hooper Stadium on senior night. And a flag comes in. I believe that, I think it's offsides against the Thunder.
I agree. I think so, Jim. And that's a cheap way to get 5 yards, and they'll take it.
And that'll be that should be a 1st down if they mark it
certainly will
right.
be. Yep, they do. And they'll move the chains on that. That could have been a design play. Dave may have called the freeze play. And a hard count pulling them off sides.
So here they come, 36 at the 36-yard line. 1st man through, nice gain.
Tanner Vallejo.
Tanner Vallejo again on the carry. Vallejo a little gimpy this week in practice. Didn't know how much they would use him at fullback. His 2nd carry of the night.
And that's the bright future of NU right there, Jim. The sophomore Vallejo getting carries, already showing himself at middle linebacker.
And here's Grimes, but Grimes doesn't get much. In fact, didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Big 3rd down play here late in the 3rd quarter. Clock running down, 4:49. I believe that NU really needs to score this drive, Jim. This is as far down the field as they've been in some time.
Jake Tilly coming out. Jake has a broken finger that he has pretty well protected. Gabe Humphers in. Humphers in the backfield. Back to pass, throws on over here, but the throw is short and incomplete. It was intended for Connor Fuller, and that'll bring up a 4th down. That still would not have been a first down for Nevada Union.
True. Fuller did not make the pattern long enough to get the first down, and the ball was thrown badly on top of it.
So 4th down and trailing by 13 with 4:25 to play in the third. Nevada Union will go for it in this situation. A big 3rd down play for the Miners. So here's the 4th down play. Back to pass, good protection. Throws long, has to come back, but it'll be incomplete. Intended receiver was Gabe Humphers. They'll turn it over on downs. And for the Thunder, a good hold, and they will take over. Score from Bear River. Colfax leads 10-0, but perhaps the more telling statistic is that Bear River has not been beyond the 50-yard line all night. So Colfax dominating at Bear River. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. And the Thunder could put a stranglehold on this contest with a touchdown in this series. McDonald tries to break outside, does. Good yardage, short of a first down. They'll mark it at the 37-yard line. In fact, 38-yard line of the Thunder, and so that'll make it a 2nd down and 3.
And Jim, I have to say it again. This is a big, big stop right here. We have to see NU hold the Thunder pointless here if they're going to get back in this ball game.
Fakes it. Hard rush, gets away, throws incomplete. Off of the fingertips, Tyler Houlihan defending, and off of the fingertips of Parker Olhasser.
And Houlihan came in and gave him a little pop just as the ball was getting to him.
And Tyler didn't like that.
He certainly didn't.
Or Parker, I mean. Parker didn't like that.
Exchanged a few recipes out there on the field.
Did. So a 3rd and 3. Miners again with another big 3rd down play. See what they come with. It's a handoff, and he's going to be short. Well, he might have, with that final surge, gotten a first down. Let's see where they mark it. And I think they're going to mark it a little bit short. I think he's short of a first down, and they're calling it 4th down. 4:01 to go. 3rd quarter action. So what do they do here on 4th? Do they play it safe, knowing that their defense has come up big all night, or do they go for it?
I would be inclined to say that they're going for it, Jim. We're talking about inches. I don't believe they even have to advance the ball a full length of the ball. So let's see if they go for, well, he's going to be back in shotgun formation. Now he comes up under center. And he's going to quarterback
and
sneak.
There's a flag.
They may have left too soon.
Let's see what this is. And it's a dead ball foul, and it is motion against the Thunder.
So the Thunder will now be forced to punt.
.331. And so 4th down and 6. And a high snap. Thinks about throwing it, but then kicks it. Miners are best left to stay away from it. Doesn't take a real good roll for the Thunder, so the Miners will actually get the ball at the 26-yard line. Miners 1st and 10.
Well, it's still a 2-possession game for the Miners, Jim.
Yeah, but they held on a, last week the Miners struggled a little defensively. This week the defense is playing a heck of a game.
They really are. All they need now is to generate a little bit of offense. The sole score coming on that 82-yard run by Grimes in the first quarter.
Man in motion, but gives it off to, I believe, Tyler Gunter, and it is.
Tyler, the senior, getting some carries the last few weeks. We didn't see him early in the season, Jim, but he has been getting quite a few lately.
The absence of Connor Key
has
forced him back into the game. Or, excuse me, forced him in at fullback. 2:40 to play. And this is Josiah Paye, and he is crunched at the 32-yard line. Teddy Quitmeyer with the tackle. 3rd down and 5.
Paye got up shaking his head, and right now Coach Humphers is talking to him and helping him to strap on his helmet.
And
you have to worry about Josiah.
To go back into the huddle and
maybe a little disoriented.
Well, he's certainly taken his fair share of hits, but if the Miners don't get over the ball pretty quickly, they're going to have a delay of game. And there it is.
Flag on the field.
Delay of game, Nevada Union.
Delay game, Miners.
So what was a 3rd down and 5 will now be a 3rd down and 10. I'm sure Coach Humphers will take a moment and change his play up. Not what he had in mind when he started this series.
Well, and Dave kind of had to check Josiah out. Like you said, button him back up again.
Josiah looking now at his wristband. He's going to take a play in from Coach Humphers.
Paye actually with a courageous performance tonight. And here he is on 3rd down. Tilly in motion. It's a handoff to Gunter. And he gets back the yardage that they lost on the delay of game penalty. And that's going to make it 4th down and 2 for the Miners. Gabe Humphers, the short man. Let the Miners kick it away. Nobody was back. The ball takes a good roll inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And so the Miners pin the Thunder deep into Thunder territory. And Paul, we're certainly being ably entertained by the Green Man tonight.
Yeah, he is.
He has a lot of energy.
And I'll tell you, the Green Man is working himself into a first-string position with the girls down there.
And they can't see his face. Who knows? We might end up with, a little ice cream after the game. So 1:14 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Miners down 20-7. And Jimmy Lockery, I'm sure, trying to put the nail in the coffin. There's a misdirection, and this will be Lockery on the carry. He gets close to 1st down yardage, outside the 25-yard line, just barely, and that'll be a 2nd down and 2.
I think I was a design quarterback keeper that time, Jim. Almost a naked bootleg to the left. He faked the pitch out right and then went left. Lockery showing some of his ability to run the ball.
39 seconds to go, 3rd quarter action. Clock is running. 2nd down and short. And there's a fumble, but the back picks it up and takes it, Brian McDonald does, for about a 2-yard loss. So a 3rd down and 3 for the Thunder, and that should be the end of the 3rd quarter. And it is. Miners trailing 20-7. We'll bring you 4th quarter action in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Miner football. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether it's sports injuries or rehabilitation, Sievert Physical Therapy accepts most insurance plans and is located near the fairgrounds. John Sievert is proud to donate his time as a physical trainer for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown proud IGA market.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures, China alone.
So here we are, back to 4th quarter action. The Miners with the Thunder with a 3rd down and about 4. Rolling left is Lockery, throws, and they're looking at each other. Is it a reception or not?
Yes, I believe they're going to move the chains. They're going to call that a reception.
Stayed in bounds for the 1st down. Opening moments of the 4th quarter. So a 1st and 10. Lockery brings them up to the line of scrimmage. And this is McDonald again, scampering through an open hole, close to 1st down yardage. Depending on the spot, may have gotten it. And I think they believe that he did.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains, Jim. I'm seeing a little fatigue now on the side of the NU defense. Thunder are moving the ball pretty much at will now. Up 20-7. A long and sustained drive could put the nails in the coffin right here.
Back to pass, rolls right, throws, that's a completion. Not much of a gain on the play, though. And the Miners swarm well on that play. Tanner Vallejo leading the charge. And a 2nd down and 7. Keeps the clock going, 10.5 to go in this contest. Miners down by 13. They're going to need a major rally in the 4th quarter by both offense and defense. And there's movement before, and they do catch it. Number 64, Sean Braley, had the motion, so that'll take it back 5 yards. And instead of a 2nd and 7, it'll be a 2nd and 12. So we'll see what Lockery has up his sleeve on this one. His passing game has been more accurate in this 2nd half. And there's a fumble, and the ball's loose. I think the Miners might have gotten it. Can they catch a break? No. It stays with the Thunder.
And I'd like to know the statistics, Jim, of the last 3 weeks on the plus or minus giveaway and takeaways. I'd have to say that we're down by about 10. Here's a replay, but we can't seem to catch a break. The ball is just bouncing in the direction of the Thunder tonight. There it is there. It's anybody's
Bodie
football.
Winager is in there.
And he
Looks
must
like the Miners got it, but they didn't. There you see Big Mike Champagne. And so this will bring up a big third down play. Now at about 3rd and 20. 9 minutes to go. Quick pass over the middle. Nice completion. Close to a first down, but short. It'll bring up a 4th down and 2.
Wow, great route and great pass by the Thunder. That is number 88 for the Thunder, and we don't have, unfortunately, number 88 on our. He is also
their player list with their numbers is not quite complete.
No, not quite complete.
So there's
right.
3 or 4 that we can't identify.
He's the same player that caught the.
We could make up names. Marty and I did that one night. So 4th down, and to tell you what's going to they were playing, and they punt. And it's a terrible kick. Terrible kick.
Almost fielded by those in the stands. Off the side of his foot, a dead shank.
Paul, it was Cesar Chavez that we played, and we were supposed to have a back-to-back with them. They were the game had to be called before it was over because of how violent the Chavez team had been. They refused to give us numbers, so you know Marty, he kind of started making up names. So 1st down, and Paul, this is pretty close to a must score for the Miners.
I couldn't agree with you more, Jim. If they're going to get back in this game with only 8 minutes left, they've got to do this thing, and they got to do it right now.
Kraus near side. In motion is Grimes. Grimes is going to get it. He breaks through the first man and through the second man. Nice gain by Grimes. Tries to cut outside and is finally dragged out of bounds inside the 30-yard line of the Rocklin Thunder.
And you know, Grimes has been a highlight reel tonight, really supporting this offense. We've got to start talking about player of the game, Jim, with 8 minutes left. And I've got an idea here.
Don't say green man.
No.
Here's a replay of it right here. Let's look at Grimes.
And Grimes gets through the hole, following his blocking beautifully. Grimes has done this all year long. We've seen his speed and his strength. Been a very productive, very fine back, and a very
so here we are,
nice
first down.
Man. Grimes again.
And Grimes is going to get tackled in the backfield for a loss on that one. He's going to lose 2 yards. Ball was spotted at the 30.
So let's go back to talking about who's going to be player of the game.
Did you say you had an idea?
I kind of like Gabe Humphers tonight. I don't believe we've given him a game ball or a player of the game award this year, and he is steadily and every week gotten better and better. He's one of the juniors coming back. I think I'm going to throw that pitch up to you, Jim. You let me pick it last week. I'm going to let you pick it this week.
Back to pass. Throws over here, and there's a completion to Devin Grimes for a first down. Grimes takes it inside the 20 to the 18, slow in getting up, but a first down. Miners in the red zone of the Rocklin Thunder.
So can they make a horse race out of this? We get a score here. It's a whole different ball game.
The red zone has not always been friendly to the Miners this season. We'll see what this venture brings. And a nice gain up the middle. One of the Miners loses his helmet. In fact, I think it was that was Cody Long who lost his helmet. But a good gain of 4 will bring up a 2nd and 6. Grimes on the carry again. Jake Tilly halfway out on the field. He comes off. Paye goes back on. Long gets his helmet back on, and the Miners are ready on a 2nd and 6. And it's Grimes again. And he picks up a few more yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 3. 4 down territory for Nevada Union. Gunter checks in along with Jake Tilly. Gabe Humphers comes out. So a big 3rd down play. Paye pitches out, heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Miners! So that option finally works, and Tanner Vallejo takes it into the end zone for a touchdown, and suddenly the Miners are only down by 7 pending the extra point. 5:54 to play.
You know, I'm sorry. I led you astray there, Jim. It was Devin Grimes.
Devin Grimes, okay.
He did get that pitch on the right side, and justifiably so. He's the one that brought us to this party down at this end of the field. And getting that great pitch after Josiah Paye managed to elude the defender, and they just barely made the extra point.
But it's a huge extra point.
It's very big.
Miners only trailed by 6. And Paul, tell me how the Miners are in this game.
How are they in this game, Jim? They're in a position right now to steal this football game away from the Thunder. And you've got to admit that the Thunder have been the best team on the field tonight. But here they are, and watch this great pitch.
And
now you'll see
Josiah
will get in trouble here, and he'll elude this defender right there. Does a great job, and then has presence of mind to pitch it back at the very last second.
Because nobody's outside.
And
look
there
at
he
that.
goes.
Grimes has got to be thinking, wow.
That was a gift.
So, like, if I had my way, Paul, I would love to see the Miners have the ball with 2 or 3 minutes to play, down by 6.
Down by 6. Well, if I had my way, I'd like to see one turnover go in the direction of the Miners tonight. It has been a 5-0 turnover extravaganza, giving the ball and giving the Thunder all the options and all the possibilities. Now, the way they're lining up, it looks like they're going to go for an onside kick. That's hard for me to believe, Jim. It's just too much time left. We got 6 minutes left in this football game.
They all go over to one side.
And they are going to go
there
on.
It is. And, boy, he comes up. Nice play there by the Thunder. Almost grabbed the ball and made it past the Miners for a touchdown. They're going to take up shop at the 37-yard line of Nevada Union.
Now, the Thunder player touched it far before it.
Doesn't make any difference if he can decide to do that if he wants to. That's his prerogative to be able to, on an onside kick, do that. The ball has to go 10 yards. However, if it is touched first by him and then the fumble happens because of his aggression, the Miners can recover. So here we go, 5:50 to go. Miners are going to really need to have a huge defensive effort here. Up the middle is McDonald, doesn't get much yardage. Miners really close in.
That's a good start.
In fact, I don't think he got any. I believe that'll be 2nd and 10.
Clock continues to run now. The Thunder are going to take their time bringing the plays in. You see Lockery over the sideline.
1 yard gain, 2nd and 9.
No, we're not running.
What a huge series for the Miners. To have one more shot would be incredible. McDonald again in the backfield with Lockery, and he'll take it again. Maybe gets 3 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
3-yard gain on the play for number 21.
Inside 5 minutes, 4:54 to play.
Big play right here.
You got to think Lockery's going to go into the air on this 3rd down play.
You would think he's going to hit one of his short receivers on a button hook.
I mean, there's too much time left to play a conservative run, you would think. And he is back. There's a rush, throws it, complete. Miners let him get away, but he hardly gets anything. It's going to be 4th down and 4.
And that was Brian McDonald. McDonald just sneaking out of the backfield. He was in the back. He looked like he was going to block. Sneaking out of the backfield and just finding some room to the right, but nothing doing. Tanner Vallejo coming up, number 20, and stopping him cold. So, Jim, do they punt the ball here or they go for it?
I think they go for it. They're at the 32-yard line. They have nothing to lose if they turn it over here, however. And this is make it or break it for the Miners here.
This is the play of the game right here for the Miners.
No backs in the backfield. Miners need a healthy rush. Could they get a sack over the middle? And it's complete for a touchdown.
Holy cow. Number 23, Nick Williams. And this is the reason why the Thunder have been so successful this year. Perfectly timed pass, two-step drop, and bang. Williams has the ball and is in the end zone.
You know, just like the season has been, so close, yet so far. So what could have been a turnover on downs to Nevada Union becomes a touchdown for Rocklin, and with 3:43 to play, the kick is no good, but the Miners trail by 12. 26, well, I don't think it could be 13 because that was not, the kick was not good. I believe it's 26-24 or 26-14. But wow, Paul, it's kind of the tale of what we've seen this year. The Miners come up in another position to be able to turn the tide.
Now watch this beautiful replay and watch how quickly he finds his receiver and then releases his football. First he looks left and just does a little pump fake. No pressure on the quarterback. Perfectly thrown ball. Perfectly
had
thrown.
to be perfectly thrown because it was decently defended by Nevada Union. And people start to head to the parking lot.
And for the first time in many, many years, there will be no late November football for the Miners.
High and deep, but returnable, yes. And he keeps it. If he comes this far side and can beat one man, sidesteps down the sideline but goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So Gabe Humphers, 28-yard line. Gabe Humphers with another nice return. 3:34 to go. And you have to wonder how fast the Miners can move the ball downfield. And, it makes it really difficult when the turnover ratio is 5-0.
5-0. The fat lady isn't singing yet, Jim, there, but she's definitely clearing her throat. 3 minutes and 34 seconds. It's going to have to happen bang, bang in order for anything to even give them a chance here. I think the Thunder have already got this one rung up on the W side.
1st and 10. Grimes in motion, but Paye is back. Paye throws, incomplete, throws it short over to Connor Fuller, and that'll be a 2nd down. So with 3:29 to play, we kind of have to think about player of the game.
Well, like I said, Jim, it's the last game of the season. I'm going to leave this one up to you.
So 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Paye in another passing position, but he hands off, and nothing doing for Devin Grimes.
You can't give it to Green Guy. I know you want to.
Green Man was funny. That is one funny dude. I hope he's back next season, Paul. He should go on the road with the team.
He should.
So 2:55 clock is running. 3rd down, Josiah does a nice drop. Being chased, not a lot of time. Throws, but incomplete. Ball was intended for Grimes, I believe. You might have said it was for Fuller, but Grimes was right behind him, and it came very close. Miners are going to have to kick on 4th down. Bodie Winager comes on in. Tanner Vallejo checks out. There is Dave Humphers coaching till the end. Not how he wanted to start out, his SFL experience. And there's a fake. And it's Gabe Humphers, but Gabe's really short of the 1st down, and they're going to turn the ball over at the 32 to the Rocklin Thunder. Humphers having a great game, perhaps one of his best of the season tonight, Gil. So 2:40 to play here. Miners down by 13. Let's see how the Thunder play it and how Nevada Union defends it. Will Nevada Union start calling timeouts? And our Touchdown Productions player of the game here in the final game of the season will be number 3, Gabe Humphers. Gabe with good return yardage, did good as a back tonight, and all-around excellent effort.
Well, I thank Bill Slade and the Sons for those beautiful engraved trophies. And I have heard from the players how much they appreciate those trophies. Something that will be displayed proudly, I'm sure, in their homes for many years.
So clock running, 2nd and 9, 2:16 to play. And Paul, the only good thing about tonight's contest is that it's been a very fast-moving game. 2 minutes exactly to play. And he's going to pass. Throws complete. Stays in bounds and the clock runs. That's an interesting call. Especially when on the 1st down run, the Miners didn't call timeout. And I'm sure that causes the Miners a pause to think. Because if you're giving them the run and not stopping the clock with less than 2 minutes to play, passing is not really the appropriate thing to do.
I wonder if they'll actually try for the end zone. They've got a spread pattern. They're certainly not going to hand the ball off. It doesn't look.
So if they pass it, this is just about punishment. But instead it's to McDonald. He tries to spread it out, but he doesn't really get anything. A flag comes in as the player goes down with 1:05 to play, and it'll be interesting to see what this call is. Maybe there was a face mask by the Miners.
There's only 1:05 left in the game here. I think it was.
Here comes the referee to tell us what he has. And it's holding against Rocklin.
That's surprising. You and I both saw a little extracurricular out there, Jim, and I'm not sure what was going on, but holding
but a
is what it came
relatively
up.
clean game tonight.
Yeah, you'd have to say
not
so,
a lot
yeah.
of flags, and you know, in the past games, we've seen an awful lot of penalties called against Nevada Union, and this team of officials decided to let the players decide the game, which is always a nice thing. And the clock running, 1 minute to play. 3rd down and 15. Jimmy Lockery taking his time, but he's going to pass. Somebody explain that to me.
You know, it might be that it's just his second nature for him to want to just pass the ball.
Yeah, but
I think
somebody sends the play in from the sidelines.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that if the play that comes in says run, he's going to run it.
And right
so
now,
the play coming in is a passing play. Tell me what you're doing with 43 seconds left, ahead by 13, throwing the ball offensively. That just doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe next year maybe next year it will be different, but this is not an intelligent way to conclude this game. And it's 4th down, and I'm sure Lockery will pass here. No, he's going to kick it, a little poocher, and that's going to take a great roll, and it's going to go right down. And I think he's in the end zone. Nope, they're going to place it at the 1 foot line. I thought his foot was in the end zone, but Side judge had a great look at it. 34 seconds to play. The ball at the 1 foot line of Nevada Union.
So playing like it was the end of the third quarter rather than the end of the game. The Thunder deciding to give the last-minute noogie to the NU Miners as they finish their winless league season. They'll go right up the middle. And I believe that will do it.
Well, the Miners are they lining up again? No, Josiah Paye is coming here, near side. 15 seconds to go. He's looking for the signal from the sideline, but I don't think he's getting one. And the play is being sent in via Connor Fuller, but there's only 5 seconds left in the game. That's going to be it.
That's it.
So the Rocklin Thunder come to Nevada Union in the first SFL League matchup between the two, and they take this contest 27-14. We'll be back with post-game coverage in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Living in Nevada County means living with trees. Hi, my name is John Paye. Our family has had property on Banner Mountain for the last 60 years. For the last 15 years, our property has been taken care of by Amancio Gutierrez. I highly recommend Amancio. If you have trees that need climbing, if you have brush that needs clearing, if you have a fire danger, 305-0012. Thank you.
It's Roadhouse food from around the world at the old 5 Mile House on Highway 20, your 5-minute getaway. Fall is here, so it's time to enjoy the comfort inside the 5 Mile House with Oktoberfest. The taste of Germany includes Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, and Bratwurst, along with special events all month long. Get something for everyone at the old 5 Mile House, your 5-minute getaway.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Hi, I'm Larry Ingersoll, Chief Title Officer and Manager of Placer Title in Grass Valley. Welcome to Placer Title's new office at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley. Placer Title's been in Nevada County since 1995 and has supported all the local athletics and especially minor football. So remember to look for Placer Title at our new home on Litton Hill near Sierra College at 380 Sierra College Drive, Suite 100, Grass Valley.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
Gabe Humphers, number 3, our player of the game tonight. Paul, Gabe's had a good season, but he had an excellent game tonight.
He certainly did. And, you know, I was just saying, I think he's one of the top 3 or 4 players on this team now. They are handing more and more of the responsibility to him as the season progressed. And we certainly are going to look for Gabe to be a leader on this team and a big player as NU looks into 2012.
We'll be back with some final comments in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football. This is the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
2011.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hi, I'm Dawn Whitmore, branch manager at Adecco Grass Valley. Adecco is a full-service human resources provider.
I'm Autumn Payne, your staffing consultant here at Adecco. If you're an employer, we have the perfect workers for you.
I'm Lisa Harkey, senior staffing consultant here at Adecco. We know the economy's still tight, but we're here to help you find employment.
We look forward to serving you.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
And let's remember Mike Bratton II, the turkey trot coming up. Michael Bratton's family invites you to join them as they honor the memory of their son, Michael II, the 5th annual Turkey Trot 5 and 10K run. That's Thanksgiving morning, November the 25th, right here at Hooper Stadium. Don't forget that. And also All-Phase Solar Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks, All-Phase, for supporting us all this season. All-Phase has been serving Nevada County and Placer customers since 1995 and is now a certified Bryant dealer. That's All-Phase Solar Heating and Air Conditioning.
Well, a tough run for the Miners through the SFL, but Paul and I were talking here. You know, next season when the curtain comes up, I'm sure that the Miners are going to have a lot of revenge on their mind. But they'll also have a lot of these players back. Matt Whitler, Gabe Humphers, Tyler Houlihan will be back. Dominic Pettinato, Josiah Paye will be back. If you take a look at this, you're going to see Kyle Busch. Connor Keith will be back. Brandon Loper will be back. Alex Sarner will be back. Jake Hoffhines and Connor Fuller will be back. So the Miners have
a huge nucleus of players coming back, Jim. They're going to be experienced players. They're going to be bigger. They're going to be stronger. And I'll tell you what, they're going to be out for blood. I think it'll start early and it'll end late.
And I think that knowing Miners teams as I do, the sting of what has happened this season will probably stick with them for the next 9 months.
And Jim, I want to tell you, I thank you for having me this season. You and Gil supporting, and this has been a fun season to be working with you, and I want to thank you for that.
Well, it was a little bit more fun last season, but we had a good time, didn't we?
It was a lot longer last season, too, but we always seem to have a good time, and I appreciate that.
So we'll pull the curtain down on this Nevada Union Miner football season. It may have not been exactly what we expected or exactly the way that we scripted it, but Nevada Union Miner football is always one thing. It's always exciting. A lot of games were lost by a few number of points this season. A season that went 4-6 could very easily have gone 7-3 or 8-2, but it didn't. So for the Miners, they lick their wounds, they get back into weight training, and we'll be ready to go. Our executive producer director, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Remote coordinator, Sean Kashevsky. Titles and replay by Laura Anderson.
Thank you, Laura. You did a great job.
Announcers, Jim Adams and Paul Brown. Hey, Paul, we'll see you in a few months.
I'll be here.
Okay. And you know what? We probably should thank Rick Carvelli, but also Marty Mortensen.
We got to thank you.
Marty is still looking, and
Rick Elwood as well.
Rick Elwood was here for a couple of games too. So thanks everybody who played a role in this NU football this year. Camera operators Anthony Stewart, Honor Olmez, and Daniel Paddock. Office manager Linda Mingus. Remote coordinators, remote facilities by Commander 2 and Commander 2 rate maintenance by Plaza Tire and Auto. Technical equipment by Grass Valley Group. And maintenance by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Player of the Game Awards by Touchdown Productions, Bill Slade Trucking, and Stuckey Engravers. And Touchdown Sportswear by DK InStitches. What's your sign? And Touchdown Accounting by Sierra Business Management and Cinto Graciano, LLC. And you can always write us or call us, Touchdown Productions, 530-274-2206. Write us at gil@touchdownproductions.com and look for us on Facebook. Become a fan of Touchdown Productions on Facebook. So the curtain does come down on this season for Paul Brown, Marty Mortensen, Gil Dominguez, and the entire team. This is Jim Adams saying thank you very much, and we'd like to remind you you are watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. See you next season, everybody.